So I wanted to have a chat to you about this thing today, which is the Wild Dog Yowie Stomp pedal. Check it out.
People shuffling with the same old blues, while the man on the top floor looking down, acting like a king. You know you're not my king, no. One day soon, I know we rise up, people rise up. Come on.
Hi guys, Ben Eaton here. I'm a guitarist, singer-songwriter based in London, but I'm originally from Australia, obviously by my outrageous accent. And I just wanted to have a little chat to you guys today about an awesome product that I actually genuinely love, and I never really do endorsement anything except for the things that I actually use. And the lovely people at Jet Music were kind enough to send me out a replacement pedal for one that just died on me after 10 years of faithful service. So I wanted to have a chat to you about the Wild Dog Yowie Stomp pedal. So this is a stomp box. So basically it's a percussion pedal, and what you have here is essentially a piece of timber that's got some cool little secret microphoning happening inside, some internal baffling and microphoning. It is just a great piece of kit. As a solo instrumentalist and also a singer-songwriter who travels a bit, travels all over the UK as well as internationally for gigs, this is my secret weapon. This is the thing that sort of quickly sets you apart and also makes you the sound guy's best friend. This little baby here I've just got, and I'm super happy about it. So it's just got a single jack input, but it's very simple. Basically, you get a guitar lead, you plug it in. You can either plug it straight into your desk or you can plug it through your effects system, and you have a big, heavy, strong, full-toned, low-end stomp pedal to really drive your music along. And as a solo acoustic guitarist, that's really important. It's something that keeps the pulse of the music happening, and it's a quick and easy way to communicate a rhythm, especially if it's a bit weird, which some of my music is. I'm going to show you my old one. So as you can see, this is a slightly different one. This was the Bigfoot Yowie. So this one is about 10 years old, and she's seen some service. So I've basically worn off the things at the bottom. It's got divots and scuff marks, tape marks, and up until basically a month ago she was working great, and it's about 10 years in. Yeah, I finally had to retire her because she was getting a little bit glitchy, so I asked the guys in Australia to send me over one, and this is the new one. So this is my old one and this is the new one. So as you can see, the new designs are really, I'll show them in this camera as well, they're quite fetching. It's sort of the same, slightly smaller, very slightly smaller, slightly different timber. And this one's an Australian hardwood, I'm pretty sure. So this is my old one. And then a mate of mine, Nick Kingswell, hi Nick, thanks very much mate, has been loaning me this one, which I think is also quite old. This one I've been using just to get me through until my new one arrives from Australia. And as you can see, very similar sort of size on the front. Very similar, but just a bit thinner. So if you have a look at there, you can see it's a little bit thinner. So I'd be interested to see how this one goes in comparison. So the sound quality from this one is amazing, tried and true. Let's see how this one shapes up. Yeah, so it's very simple. You just plug it in, and it makes awesome noises. Basically a kick pedal. It's like a really, really strong kick pedal and a drum kit, but a bit cheaper than hiring a drummer. So now I'm going to put it into my system, and you can see how I actually use it for gigs.
Some people never learn to fly.
now got this set up as I would do as I was performing live. So all I'm doing with my guitar is I'm just running in through this Sir Sheba drive into the OC3, which is an octave pedal, into a delay, the TC flashback delay, and then into one of the channels of the Boss RC30 looper. So I use this looper simply because it's super tough and it works every time. And basically it's a stereo looper, so you can use 2 channels. Okay, so what we have is I take the Wild Dog Stomp out of the jack, and then I take it into the mic input of the RC30, because the mic input's really handy, and you then can control the input level of the mic however you want to. So you can ramp it right up, but usually sitting at about a quarter. The output from the Wild Dog is really hot, and it's really full, so you don't need to run it loud. That's also handy if you're going direct into a desk. And I've just got it plugged into a desk with just a little bit of verb on it, and then going straight out of the desk, all EQs flat, and I've just got a 15-inch active speaker over here just to give you the room sound. I'm also just recording straight into the Logic while we're going, so you can get a nice direct sound if I want to demonstrate. So this is the sound through the system, just normally, no effects, just a little bit of verb. Now it's a microphone, so you can do a couple of cool things. You can take your shoes off and you get a softer sound, more of a thuddy sound. It's a different acoustic profile. If you're doing something a bit more softer, you can use it that way, but most of the time for my gigs, I've got a relatively soft rubber shoe on, and most of the time I'm just accenting all the quarter notes, the crotchets, so I'm just using it as a way to accent the beat. And what I do then is while I'm playing, it loops into the looper, so I can then record a loop with the percussion inside the loop. So it's a nice full sound, and then you can do whatever you want over the top of it. And what I'm using also is the OC3 to give me a nice fat bass sound, fat bass, fat bass, fat bass. I'm just going to play some simple chords through the way I normally play them. So this is the sound without the OC3. So then I bring the OC3 in, which is the Boss OC3. Right, we're getting there, it sounds pretty fat. And now what I do is on about a quarter of the input level, I'll start using the Yowie. So here's what that sounds like. So as you can see, it really elevates anything you're doing, brings it up to the next level. And that's just a simple, if you tap it in different parts, it has a slightly different profile. And so what I'll do now is I'll just do a quick loop, and you can see how it works. So I'll just set the loop up. So So now I've got a loop happening, it's all going, and then I can do whatever I want over the top of it. So there you have it. That's how I use the Yowie Stomp. As I said, that's on about a quarter input, so the output's really high. It's a really fat, round sound. Yeah, so I've used this everywhere, all around the world. I did a recent Egyptian tour, I took this with me, blew minds, when I did a support for Ginger Baker a few years back. Him and his percussionist Abbas Dudu were blown away by the Yowie. Look, it's a world-class piece of kit, and I love it. Get onto them. They haven't actually paid me to do this, by the way. I'm just doing this because I really enjoy the product. So there you have it. The Yowie by Wild Dog. Rock on.